Heyo Stoic here. Hey, welcome to the Epoch. Yep, we're back here at the base, and enough shenanigans. We got some work to do. It's 2023, and it's time to work. And you can actually see a texture pack I got in here. I really like concrete, and I really like using it in my tutorials, and I forgot to turn it off for this build. And it looks kind of neat, honestly. I think it looks pretty cool with the kind of the satiny, shiny concrete with the lines on it. This build anyway, so maybe not other ones, but for today, we're going to be marching right over here. I've been working on some stuff in the background. I mined about 32 chests worth of terracotta, and I'm going to, not chests, but shulkers, and I'm going to be smelting down half of them to get me some glazed terracotta. Yep, I got a shop in mind here in a little while. Baron Stoic is back. We gotta get some more money. Concrete's bringing it in, but I'm the Baron. Let's just get over here. So I do have this cool looking smelting super smelter right here, and I thought, you know what, this would be really cool. We've got kind of the entrance into the base over there, and it's kind of like a delivery system. So I was thinking maybe it's more like a train station. So I'm going to be putting in a bullet train right here with some tracks, and then putting in a nice big old tunnel, and then the tunnel will end up over in the starter base, which is over in that direction. So yeah, this is going to be some fun. And that will actually help me kind of plan some of the other things I want to do over in this area. So we'll put in a little bridge too, and we'll see how that turns out. So to start, we're going to go right into a little time lapse. All right, hey, this is looking pretty snazzy. Adds a lot of new color. I got to have a nice transition there. I'll extend that yellow canopy out too at some point. And I just got to figure out how I want that to look, because I do want to open things up to the other side, because long term, could have some expansion that direction. But yeah, this tunnel is looking cool. Of course, I got some small details to finish up. The top kind of ran out there and forgot about it. And that bridge, we got to finish that up with a couple little more details here and there. But yeah, we'll get that river through there. So in a new episode, I'll be building that train. I don't know if I'll do a time lapse of it, because it would be a long time lapse. There's a person that I wanted to credit for the bullet train, so we'll just have to see how that works out. But what I'll probably end up doing is taking down my smelter and then build the train, and then hide the smelter inside the train, inside our chunk radiuses here, because our AFK position is inside here. And you can see from the yellow carpets kind of on the periphery there, that smelter is just inside of our AFK position. So it will be active whenever we're AFK. So I have to make sure that wherever I put the smelter, it is basically in the same spot. So yeah, this is turning out pretty good. I like getting rid of some of this open area. It's kind of a holding area, but yeah, this is pretty sweet. And in fact, we might put the same thing on the other side of the mountain. And yeah, it's got to be this big. So let's go find a new spot for that. All right, you can see that Stoic Claus has gone away back to the North Pole for this year and kind of clear things out. I do have plans for a mini game, but I'm not going to expose everything, but it should be fun. Let's just say I'm going to be drumming up some rocket sales. Yeah. Should be cool. Since this area is kind of opened up and it's become a primary spot for mini games, I thought, you know what, I'm going to move some of my stores or new shops or buildings kind of off to the other side of this river just to make it look like kind of a big, nice area. And I'll have another bridge right here, which will be another episode. And yeah, it'll look really similar just to keep with the theme, but I'm going to tear out a lot of this area. In fact, I might do that here in a little bit, just to get things started and do a little planning. And then maybe you all can help me figure out what color I'm going to use, because I've used orange, white, yellow, blue, purple, and light blue so far on this kind of area. And I'd like to keep some different colors going. And of course, terracotta is kind of like a dull matted color, but it's still, we can make it pop. We can do it. But I want to put 3 kind of large buildings over there. And eventually I'll have the shops. Terracotta Shop will go over there. But maybe it'll have some other options as well. But what I also want to do is have the opening for the train, the bullet train, to come right through here. And so we got to carve out a nice spot. So I don't want to go too far over into that area because Liz B's got a spot. Let me know what colors I should be using. I'm going to have 3 buildings. So list your 3 favorite in the comments and we'll get that in the build. But for right now, let's sleep, and I'm going to start tearing down a lot of what I think I'm going to need to tear out, and then we'll have an opening for our train. All right. Well, that was a lot more digging than I thought, but it gives me an idea of what's going to happen. So I'm going to bring the train. So we'll have a big gate right here. It might need to get a little bit bigger once we start working on the outline of it. And so we'll just have kind of a small station here. And That'll work out. And then we'll have another shop in this vicinity. And hopefully I can get a nice little ramp up from the Friendship Bridge down there and kind of a platform, maybe bridge it out along here as well. We'll have another house here or building. And then we'll also have kind of a taller one right in kind of the nook. And I'll populate that stone out there so it overhangs a little bit more. Fill in some of these openings. Got a lot of careless there. And then I found like this little nook in here. It's gonna be hard to see. I apologize for that. But that kind of helped me out when I was digging. And since there's no torches in here, I know that Liz B has not been over in this area. So I'm not too worried about her giving me any gruff about that. But you can see that it's going to shape up. So 1, 2, 3 buildings, and then we'll have kind of our rail connection over here to make sure that we can connect our base in fun, not in reality. Maybe I'll put an actual rail in. That would be fun. I know there's an ancient city down there, so it would be fun to run through there just as a fun thing to do. But yeah, this place is really shaping up and I'm really excited about it. So yeah, thanks for joining me today. And I'm going to keep moving on this. And yeah, I think we got some more time lapses. I've been waiting to do some of these builds because I've just been thinking about it and I think I'm ready to execute. But yeah, leave me some comments about the colors we want to use for this. Terracotta, of course, and I can sprinkle in some other things as well. But yeah, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.